Success is not final. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And second thing is, remember, it is the team, and the team.
Okay. Okay, so did you like the video? Was it good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So quickly type it in the chat box. You can type it in the chat box if you loved the video. Okay, great, amazing. Okay. So moving forward, we have this amazing quote by Albert Einstein, that is, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. And this is actually very true. We often are worried about learning the curriculum, learning what is there in the syllabus a day or a week before the exams. And then we often focus in writing it with utmost precision and scoring marks. But what I believe is, if you have innovation and if you have creativity and if you think outside the box, then you can really be someone who always does well in life. Right. So with this quote, let us start today's session. And the first competition that I'm going to talk about is Roboquest Senior.
Are you ready to fight the battle?
Okay. All right. So who is this competition for? So firstly, this competition is for all the students that are there from grade 9 to 12. And if you're someone who has participated in RoboQuest Senior, or that is RoboWar, I recommend that you should be taking a copy and pen with you right now, so that if there is any good point that comes up, you can quickly write it down for future perspectives. Okay, anyone interested in robotics and problem solving? And third, if you are interested to nurture creativity and problem solving skills, this is for you. The exciting challenge is build a robot for RoboWar. control it to fight the battle, build the robot as per your design, and show off your creative engineering skills. So this is the challenge, and I'm sure at this age, most of you must be knowing what a RoboWar is, right? And you must have seen videos, and if you're unfamiliar, you can simply go on YouTube and type RoboWars, and there are umpteen videos which you can see. So it's a pretty engaging sports which combines both technology, mechanical design, robotics, right, with your controlling skills. Now, what you need is a transmitter and a receiver, obviously, to control your robot wirelessly. Then team spirit, creative thinking skills, your choice of robot kit. So it is totally up to you here that you can have any robotics kit of your choice, or you can buy it, the robotics kit from anywhere, but you should be building the bot. Or you can also make a custom bot by yourself, or you can get it welded. It's totally up to you. And then finally, you should have a problem solving mindset. Okay. So let me stop sharing and quickly give you a look on the website where all the information is shared. And that is, I think, is really important. So when I go here, I click on Creativity League. I scroll down. Acha, can you all see my screen? First, let me confirm. Otherwise, ऐसा ना हो कि you are not able to see my screen. चलो, okay, ठीक है. So what we do is we scroll down, and then we can go to Roboquest Senior. So this is the competition that is there for you. That is Roboquest Senior. The website is loading. Just 1 second. Okay, so you will click on Roboquest Senior and click on Explore More. Now, when you click on Explore More, you will get a basic idea of what the competition is about, and let us go to it through it quickly, because most of you are already registered, and if you are still not registered, we will be going through it so that you will have a good idea of what the competition is all about. So overview is that enter the battlefield where metal meets mayhem, and only the strongest bots survive. So you are going to make a robot that is going to fight another robot in a battlefield. There is going to be an arena, and if your robot survives, I'll be coming to the rules part. So you win. And now, what are the rules? So going into the broader perspective of this competition, there are 3 rounds to it. That is mentoring round. That is the mentoring is happening right now, today, 7th October. So this is your mentoring where I will be guiding you. And then there is a zonal round. So zonal round will happen in all the cities that have been selected as the zonals, and all the schools that are partnering with us. So you can go to the website and check where the zonals are being held. And then top 20% teams will be selected for the finale. Eligibility is open to students from grade 9 to 12, and team sizes maximum 3 students per team. So any number of teams can participate from a school, but in one team there can only be 3 students. I hope that is pretty clear. And the registration fees is 400 rupees. So if someone is not from our school, or if someone is from an open school or somewhere else, so he or she has to pay 600 rupees. But if you're participating through school, your school is a partner, then you have to pay 400 rupees only. So this was a generalized statement. Now, to understand the competition a bit better, we shall go to the rules. So these are the general rules of the competition. The competition will be played on a knockout basis consisting of 2 teams at a time. So there would be 2 robots that would be fighting each other, and the robot that remains standing or remains in the position to move wins. If the other robot gets immobilized, then it is disqualified. So the maximum duration is 5 minutes for each round, and the machine will be checked thoroughly for safety purposes, and that's it. So you can read all the general rules here, and the arena where this will take place is 300 centimeter by 260 centimeter. Now, if I click on the problem statement, I have covered the mentoring, zonals, general rules, design specification. So here is the important part. You can take your copy and pen and you can note down these things because it is really important. So the weight limit of your robot should be around 5 to 7 kgs, should not exceed that. Dimensions, it is up to you, whatever dimension you want to keep for the robot, but should not exceed 5 to 7 kgs. If you are making cluster robots, that is multiple chote robots, then also it should not, the total weight of all the robots should not exceed 5 to 7 kgs. No flames, water, or spinning blades, that is not allowed. Okay, so that is totally not allowed. Rotating blades or water-based projectile or flame-based weapons, because obviously we are also concerned about your safety. So we have kept these rules thinking about your safety in mind. Then rolling, walking, and shuffling, that is allowed, and jumping, flying, and sticky surfaces are not allowed. Control type, the robot must be controlled wirelessly through a radio frequency or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, but it should be wireless and not wired. The robot must have at least 4 frequency remote control circuits or 2 dual control circuits to avoid frequency interference with other teams. So what 4 frequency channel means, suppose you are listening to FM 92.7 big FM, or so these are the frequencies at which your radio waves communicate. So you can your remote needs to have more than one frequency channel, so that if someone else is using the same frequency channel, so your frequency and his frequency does not collide, which can cause to immobilization of the robot, and or your robot stops functioning properly. So if he has 92.7, so you can change the frequency to another channel and make it 93 or 94 or 95. And if you are buying a wireless trans receiver or a remote controller that is there, so you can easily, it already comes with 4 frequency channels usually. Okay, so you need not worry about that. Then, if you're using any tool such as hammer or lifting endpoints or motor or such, the maximum RPM allowed for hitting parts is 300 RPM. Now, battery sources, you can read about the battery sources in details, but the important part is that voltage limit is 24 volts DC. Whether it's the motor driver that is controlling the motors, whether it is the hitting mechanism, flipping mechanism, or punching mechanism. So whatever actuator is attached to the motors, the maximum allowed voltage at any point in the robot is 24 volts, and your robot can be checked at any time. Okay. Weapon systems. So the allowed weapons are mechanical weapons, lifter, clampers, rammers, wedges, and other non-spinning mechanical weapons are allowed. Magnetic weapons are also allowed, but it should not be a high power magnet or electromagnetic. Okay. Prohibited weapons include high voltage devices that can cause shock or current. Entanglement devices such as nets, tapes, or glues are not allowed. Spinning blades, no spinning weapons or blades. Water. So read this thoroughly. I've already told you, but read this thoroughly of what you can use and what you cannot. I've already told you about the team registration process. You have to register through the school. Match duration and type, 5 minutes. Match frequency. Teams will have 20 minutes to prepare for the next match, which is more than sufficient to improve any minor problems that you have faced. Okay, while you were competing in the round previous to that. Criteria for victory, that is immobilization. If your opponent is not able to move, then you win automatically. A robot is considered immobile if it cannot display linear motion for of at least 1 inch within 15 seconds. That is, it is not moving at all. Arena exit. If a robot is thrown out of the arena, the match stops immediately and the robot inside the arena wins the uh, round and is declared the winner. So obviously, if you are able to throw your opponent out of the arena, you win. And judging criteria, you get 50 points for aggression, 50 points for control, 50 points for damage, and 50 points for bonus if you knock out your opponent under 1 minute. You can read the event specific terminology. Okay, so that you can go through it once, all the event specific terminology. What is radio interference, non-responsive, restart, stuck, tap out, technical knockout. So you can go through them and understand the meaning of these uh, technical terms. Then there are safety rules and important notes. This is what your arena would look like. 300 centimeter by 260 centimeters. So if I have to give you an idea, it would look something like 300 centimeters is about 118 inches. And 118 inches is what? It is 9 feet. 9 feet and 8 inches. So approximately, if you are considering a very high margin, it would be near around 10 feet. So 10 feet would be the length, and 260 centimeter is how many? It is 102 inches. And if I divide it by 12, it becomes 8.5. So most in a very general manner, your arena would be around 10 feet by 8.5 feet. Okay, which is more than sufficient space for two robots to fight. And it would be covered with a safety plastic layering, so that if there is any spark or if anything happens or metal pieces fly or anything, so you all can be safe. So this is all I have to share about the Roboquest competition. And I have shown you the arena. I've shown you the rules. And this is the schedule. Mentoring is being done right now, 7th October 2025. Zonals will start on 11th of October and end on 25th and or 29th of November. Uh, and if you want to check where the zonals are, you can simply go to the zonals and see if your school is there and when is the date for that school. It is also written in the website, so you need not worry about it. Just check. And if your school is not mentioned, then most probably you will have to travel to the nearest zonal that is there for you. All right. The grand finale will be in December. Exact date will be announced. It is most probably around 10th to 12th of December. But it's 99% confirmed, but you'll be let known about the exact date. Okay. So then I have covered the rules. Problem statement. You can click the problem statement, get it from here. Then we have everything that is whatever is there. You have everything that is written here. Okay, so I am done with RoboQuest Senior, that is RoboWar, and if you understood what I just told, please type yes in the chat box. If you understood what I just explained, please type yes or I understood or that whatever is easy for you. Okay, okay, that is great, great, amazing. Okay, if you have a doubt, please wait till the end of the session. I will be hosting a 15 minutes Q&A at the end of the session. And I can still see that there are a lot of students who have not opened up their cameras. So I request once again, so if you have not opened your cameras, please keep it open and don't close it, right? I also want to see your beautiful faces while I interact with you. Okay, and it shows a sign of being attentive while listening to this, because I'm telling you something really important. Otherwise, how would I know if someone is eating a samosa in the background? Okay, so yeah, still Anuj is eating a samosa. Neil. Hmm. So who all have their cameras turned off? I am going to think that they all are eating a samosa. Okay, right. A lot of you are still eating. Hmm. Very bad. You don't eat samosas. Very sad. Very sad. Samosa is a very good thing, right? If you eat samosas, you'll become healthy. See, I eat samosas all the time. Only a little bit of fat, but बाकी तो I'm okay, I think. ठीक है? Yeah, it's tasty. Chalo, anyways, we are done with the important part. So we are done with Roboquest Senior, and now I'll move to Roboquest Junior. Okay. So let me share my screen quickly. Let me share my screen quickly. Share screen, share, and okay. Are you all able to see my screen? ठीक है, okay. So let's begin. So the next I'm going to talk about STEMpreneur. Okay. So again, who can participate? A student that is from grade 9 to 12, creative minds ready for a challenge and focus on solving real world problems using STEM. And problem statement focuses on five things, that is presentation of your ideas, showcasing innovation and creativity, then displaying working prototype, demonstrating a solution, and explaining the potential impact of your solution on the society. So these are the five things that the problem statement focuses on. And with this statement, let me stop sharing and again take you to the website where we can see what all is there for us to know. Okay, so I have come here to the website. I'll click here, go to the home page, scroll down below, and here I can see STEMpreneur. And if I click here, I can see again, I can see anything, whatever I want to know. So the challenge is, see, the basic problem statement is that if you are a young innovator with a passion for STEM and a drive to make a real world impact, the Creativity League 2025 STEMpreneur is the competition that is for you. Now, what is the problem statement? So the problem statement says that identify a pressing real world problem and engineer a technical solution. We encourage you to explore these areas because obviously UN is also working in this criteria, that is the sustainable development goals. And I'm sure you all must be familiar, or you all are studying about the SDG goals in your schools as well, because it is something that is really, really important for the future of us. Now, what we have is we have healthcare, environment, education, agriculture, urbanization, social challenges, and open innovation. So these are some of the topics, not limited, but some of the topics. This is not all the topics. It is like your imagination and creativity. There's no limit for that. But these are some of the conventional and suggested topics on which you can make something really good. Okay. Now, again, what is the eligibility? That is, it is open for students from grade 9 to 12. Team size is maximum 3 students per team. Now, let us go to rules. And when I click on rules, I get the problem statement. And when I open this, so it says that you have to make, again, the problem statement says the same thing, that you have to make a project, working project, on one of these things. And these are the 5, 6 critical points where you will be getting marks for your project. That is, identify a real world problem, thoroughly research the root cause, critically think for the possible solutions, brainstorm and develop a prototype for the innovative, feasible, and scalable solution through STEM. Create a detailed business plan outlining your product, target marketing, marketing strategy, and financial projections. So you not only have to identify a problem, but you also have to find a solution to that problem and make a technological solution to that problem. And after that, you have to make a business plan. Okay, what is the cost of operation for you have to behave like a CEO. Okay, and not only behave but be a CEO of the company. What is the pricing of my product? What is the plans of my product? What is the upgrades that I'm doing to my product? What is the impact that it causes to the society? What is my cost of operation? What is cost of marketing? What is the who's going to be the head of operations? Okay, what technological advancements can I do? How can I make it widely available? How can I make my product more scalable? So these are the lot of things that you have to think about while you are making something, and present it innovatively in front of other entrepreneurs and CEOs that already present and are running companies, right? So your judges would be people, not any people. It's more like a Shark Tank kind of thing, where the judges would be actual CEOs and entrepreneurs who are running their own companies. So they would be able to help you in a real good manner. So this is the problem statement for STEMpreneur. And then again, let me tell you one thing very quickly. So if today is the last date for registration, so if you are someone who still hasn't registered for either RoboWatch Senior or STEMpreneur, I highly recommend that you talk to your parents, you talk to your teachers, you talk to your mentors, your friends, and form a team as soon as possible and fill out the form. Okay, and fill out the form and register for Kreativity League. And after that, 9th of October is the last date where you can submit your idea, only your idea. Now there's a difference. For STEMpreneur, 9th of October, on 9th of October, you don't have to show us the project, only the idea. So you have to online submit the idea, submit the idea online. A Google form is there. Okay. So only a PDF and what you are thinking, in which direction you are thinking, that has to be submitted by 9th of October. Actual presentation would be much, much later when the zonals are going on. That is 15th October and onwards. You can check when the zonals are and where the zonals are. Okay. So click on the button given below to check zonal venues and dates. So here are the zonal dates and venues. And if you're someone who is from the following schools, it is you have a tentative guideline for that. And if you're someone who lives near around that school, then you'll have to travel to the school that is hosting the zonals. So prepare yourself accordingly and be sure to submit your ideas by 9th of October, which is the last date. And you will have to present your projects on the date of the zonals that is being held in your school. For example, there is Ekanya school in Indore. So all the students that are there from this school have to present it on 1st and 2nd of November. Okay. And then again, suppose you are Nirja Modi school in Jaipur. So you all have to present it on 12th and 13th of November. Suppose you are from Dehradun, Tans Bridge School, Dehradun. So you have to present your uh, project on 1st of November. So decide and plan accordingly. Okay, so I hope I made that pretty clear. So I have mostly explained everything there is for the STEMpreneur competition. I have told you the theme of the competition, on what topics you can make your projects. The prizes, obviously the prizes is grand prize, the trip to the Future Museum in Dubai. Uh, okay. And I have told you about the schedule as well. 9th October is the last date for Ankalan, that is ideation, to submit your idea. And Parikshan will be on 11th of October to 29th November, depending on your school. And then grand finale is in December. So when you click on rules, if you scroll down, you will see here, click to submit your idea. So I'm just going to copy this, and paste it in the chat box. So this is the link. You can copy and save it. And this is the link where you will be submitting your idea if you're someone who is from STEMpreneur. Okay. Let us get back to the PPT, and let me give you some quick tips. Okay, so I think you all are able to see my screen, right? Just type a yes if you can. Okay, so I have covered all of this. And then these are the dates where everything would be happening. That is, registrations are closing today. So act quickly, act fast if you still haven't registered for it. Mentoring is happening today. And ideation, that is to submit your idea, you have to submit. The last date is 9th of October. 25th of October is the date for STEM Cult, but that is something entirely different. Zonals for STEMpreneur and Roboquest seniors would start from October 15 to November 29, as I've already told you. Grand finale is in December 20th, 10 to 12th, but I'll share the exact date again. Now it was 900 rupees per student, but it is 400 rupees for you all. And along with this, you get KL batches, you get certificates, prizes, trophies, and you get a workshop that is worth rupees 3,000 for absolutely free. These are the prizes that the Roboquest senior and STEMpreneur students would be getting: a museum of the future, Dubai tour for winners, awards for runner-ups, best performance of STEM Cult, trophies and certificates for winners, scholarship for STEM courses, innovators community pan India. All right. And these are the zonals where we have a lot of places: Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, Rajasthan, Gujarat, MP, Maharashtra, Chennai, Karnataka, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Himachal. Okay. So these are all the places where the zonals would be taking places. So we can plan accordingly. That is all from my side. Thank you, everyone. You have been a great audience. And now the floor is open for your questions. So you may type away in the chat box. Yeah, hardware project is not as necessary. You can also make an app. For no school, you will have to pay. No, if you are not from any of the schools, then you have to travel to one of the schools that are the zonals. No, you can only take part in one of the competitions. Zonal's date and when will it be is shared on the website. I just showed you using my screen share. Please check it again on the website. You can fill the form, or you can submit, get your name registered through your teacher, coordinator teacher, or one person from the team can fill the form, because there are two other blank spaces where you can fill the name of your team members as well. And if there are three students, then all of them would have to pay 400, 400, and 400 individually. Yes, it's necessary to submit the ideation on 9th of October, because that is the deadline for everyone. Judging criteria for STEMpreneur is, as I just told you, feasibility of the project, scalability, how good and innovative the idea is, does it solve problems for us, is it solving any of the SDG goals. These are the judging criteria. How good is your presentation? So these are the criteria. Ideation stage, you only have to submit your idea, what you are planning to build. Yes, it is mandatory to bring a working prototype, because if there is no working prototype, what will the judges see? And then it drastically reduces your chances to even crack the zonals. How to register? Again, I have told you, you can register it through the website. Let me share it again. I will share my screen and I click on share. And when you are there on the website, you go to the home page, and on top of the website, just 1 second, you can see register/login. And when you click on register/login, you'll be directed to a page. And because you are a student, so you'll click on students. And then there is a whole form that you will see. There's QR code for payment. So this is the whole process. Yes, single students can participate. One can participate, that is okay. Two can participate, that is okay. Three maximum can participate, that is okay. Not more than three. Yes, you can make both hardware and software. Yes, you can make a prototype. Project report, you can get a guideline for project report from anywhere, but some things that should be there according to me is, from where did you research? What were the components used? How did you study about it? What were the findings? How did you plan to build the project? What problem does it solve? What is the cost of operation? What is the cost of building the project? Circuit diagram, if any, coding, if there is any, features of the prototype. Okay, and how can you make it more cheap and accessible to everyone? A rich man can afford it, poor man can afford it, educated man or an uneducated man can afford it. So things like that have to be put into the this. Okay. No, how much expensive can the robot at max? So see, there is no such criteria. There is only a weight criteria. There is no money criteria as such. No, teams who have existing ideas will not be disqualified. But again, if you are copying something that, or if you are not making something that is very original, it reduces your chances to win the competition. Always a bright and innovative idea gives you the flight to win. Yeah, yeah, covering around the arena would be able to handle it. Don't worry about it. But it should adhere to the guidelines. Yes, you can submit a PPT. There is a Google form in which everything is written, how you have to submit it. PDF or PPT or whatever there is written in the uh, Google form that I just shared. So in that, it is written that you have to submit a PPT or a PDF. Yeah, that is fine. Your app, Shashwat. Yeah, you can keep it cash only. You can give it to your concerned teacher. I have shared the link from where you can submit the idea. Okay, I just shared it. You can scroll up in the chat. No, you cannot change the idea. You can only modify it later. Top 20% teams will be selected in the zonals. Yeah, you can go alone. Calculate finances, just add the cost of all the products, nuts, bolt, tools, cost of 3D printing, cost of engineering, cost of labor, everything that you are using, just add it. So you'll have a pretty general idea about the finances. You can make a smaller prototype, but there should be a prototype. Yes, the ideation report is an important part of your presentation and it will be evaluated by the judges as well. The session for STEM Cult is tomorrow. So you can join it on 8th of October, same time. I will be guiding the students regarding the same. Yeah, STEMpreneur for Quest there is online, but for the senior categories, that is Roboquest Junior, Roboquest Senior, and STEMpreneur, these zonals are offline because it requires robo war, fighting, pitching your ideas, and coding. So it is mostly offline. It is not compulsory, but it is appreciated if you make it on a business plan because we are trying to make you an entrepreneur. Per zone, how many teams? How can I tell you this? Because obviously, as many students register here, they are going to be participating in the zonal, right? Yes, if you don't have any doubts, feel free to leave the meeting. But before we do that, just everyone open your cameras because it was a great meeting and I want to take a picture with all of you. Then you all can leave. Okay, everyone, please open up your cameras. Let us take a quick picture and then we all can leave. Sounds good? I'm waiting for another 10 seconds. Everyone open your cameras. I want to take a picture with all of you. Okay, 5 seconds more. Come on, quick, quick, quick. So I think everyone who had to open a camera have opened their cameras. Okay. Chalo, everyone put on a big smile on your faces. I'm taking a screenshot. Okay. Okay, do like this and do like this and give me a big smile. Let's take another picture. My two hands are busy. One is pressing print screen, one is pressing function. How will I do this? But okay, you all can do this. Yeah, okay. I have got great pictures from all of you. Thank you everyone. It was a great session. बहुत मजा आया आपसे बात करके. And all those students who don't have any doubts can leave. And hopefully we'll meet soon again in either the zonals or the finale in IIT Delhi. All the best everyone. Do good, do well. It is not compulsory to buy the pole stick. You can make your own mechanism. That is totally fine. Jaws on board, but they should not be sharp or anything like that. But not very sharp that it can hurt anyone. But yeah, kind of jaw-like structure is okay. You can use a kit to make a project. No worry. But it should be a hands-on kit, not like it is already made or something like that. Yeah, you should quickly start submitting your ideas. Okay, I think so. Everyone's doubts are resolved now. So yeah, register via school. That is not an issue. If you are in one of the schools, just inform your concerned teacher and your name would be there with us. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you can use any kit. You have the freedom to use any kit. That is fine, Nilesh. Just tell your teacher that I'm participating and your teacher will let us know. That is not an issue. Chalo, I think I have answered almost all the doubts. So yeah, that is fine. Ability to throw the opponents, that is totally fine. Ground would be able to handle the pressure and force. Okay, so you registered individually, no school. That then also it's completely fine. Yes, Viraj, ask your doubt. Session for class 6 has already happened earlier for CodeQuest and Roboquest Junior. If you somehow missed it, go to ABL Education. And on the top, you can see my live videos, the first 2 or 3 videos, hardly a day or two ago. It is a recent video. You can see the whole Roboquest session if you want. Okay. Beta, the final date for everyone is 9th of October. Sorry, we cannot change the date. Yeah, that is fine. You can register individually. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you, Shrishant. If you don't have any further doubts, feel free to leave the meeting. All right. Thank you, Vijay Shri. Okay. All right, then. It was great interacting with everyone. Bye, everyone. See you. Bye, Siddhi. Thank you. Thank you, Nilesh. All right. See you. Bye-bye.